It's me. Oh, I love it. I love me.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most interesting elaborations on and answers to Child's Play lore, as seen in the Chucky TV series. Spoilers ahead.
I always come back.
Not from this, you don't.
Number 10. Are good guy dolls still being sold? When several murders have been pinned on one of your dolls, it would probably be logical to end the line entirely. But Good Guy was a popular brand prior to Chucky's killing spree, and executives weren't ready to give it up, even by Child's Play 3.
We cannot let the fantasies of one disturbed boy influence company policy.
27 years later, in Cult of Chucky, the dolls were no longer being sold as children's toys, but they were apparently available as collectibles at Hot Topic. The effect, of course, was the same.
They just don't get us. And they never will.
By Chucky, the owners of Good Guy seem to have finally given up on the idea of selling new dolls. After finding a Good Guy doll at a yard sale, Jake searched the brand online and saw it being sold for inflated collector's prices.
$1,500?
Number 9. How many times has Chucky killed Tiffany?
I'm disappointed in you, Tiff. Here we are again, huh?
This one may seem like a simple question, but it was a topic of debate among fans following the ambiguous events of Seed of Chucky. Although it's pretty clear that Tiffany was killed by Chucky twice in Bride, once in the bathtub and then again at the film's end, Seed was far less clear.
My mother always told me, love would set me free.
Prior to Chucky's axe murder, Tiffany had been attempting to swap souls with actress Jennifer Tilly, a swap which we are later shown was successful. This led some fans to believe that in Seed, Chucky actually killed Jennifer, but the Chucky series refuted this. In the body of Nika Pierce, Chucky attempted to kill Tiff one last time, and claimed that it would be the 4th time he's killed her.
This'll make... How many times have I killed you? Is it 3? No, 4. 4 if you count human bodies and doll bodies.
Number 8. Are all possessed Chuckies a hive mind? Audiences were almost introduced to a Cult of Chuckies as early as Child's Play 3, but budgetary restraints meant that the concept ultimately didn't come to fruition until 2017.
A few years ago, I came across this groovy new spell on voodooforDummies.com that changed everything. Now, I can be me, and me, and me.
Revealed at the end of Cult of Chucky, the assemblage of multiple homicidal good guy dolls is shown to be a fearsome reality. But there was no time to work out the finer details. Chucky was able to explore these more. In the Season 1 finale, it's shown that while the other Chuckies appeared to have the memories and personalities of Charles Lee Ray, they didn't know what the other versions of themselves had been up to post-awakening. This dynamic became even more complex when the possessed Nika Chucky was added into the mix.
You are the most self-involved man I have ever met in my entire life. Are you talking to me?
Number 7. What happened to Jennifer Tilly? Prior to joining the Child's Play franchise, Jennifer Tilly was hesitant to sign on to a horror film. Now, she's not only played the human and doll forms of Tiffany Valentine, but a fictionalized version of herself, too.
How come I don't ever get any of the good roles anymore? How come nobody takes me seriously?
In Seed of Chucky, it was revealed that Jennifer Tilly existed in the world of Child's Play, where she was also an actress. By the end of the film, Tiffany had switched bodies with her and taken over her life, leading some to wonder what happened to Jennifer herself. The series revealed the grim reality.
What more could I possibly give you? For years, I've made you money playing online poker and voicing Bonnie on Family Guy.
Since Seed, Tiffany had been holding Jennifer captive as a doll. She'd also been dodging Jennifer's friends and sister, who expressed concern for the actress in the show's 2nd season.
You know, ever since you did that stupid Chucky movie, it's like, that's when you stopped talking to me.
It's
That's
not
when everything
stupid. The
changed.
Chucky movie was a big hit.
Number 6. What was Eddie Caputo's relationship to Charles Lee Ray? The original Child's Play is best remembered for its scenes in which Chucky terrorizes Andy and his mother. But they weren't the only victims in 1988. Prior to becoming a living doll, Charles had a partner named Eddie Caputo, who left the killer stranded at the start of the first movie.
Enemy! Help me! Hey, don't leave me, God, no!
Charles swore revenge on him in that moment, and eventually got it. In spite of the character's significance, however, we didn't really know anything about him. Chucky changed that.
Language, young man. Where did you learn that?
We learned that Charles originally met Eddie at a home for wayward boys. There, he showed the younger boy a body, and was pleased when he didn't run like his peers.
You got guts, kid.
Unbeknownst to Eddie, this would be the beginning of his end. Number 5. How did Chucky and Tiffany meet?
You know, I'm more of a live in the present kind of guy, huh?
Humor me. What was your favorite part?
Ah, young love. Rarely has it been so violent. Bride of Chucky introduced audiences to Tiffany several years after the start of her relationship with Charles Lee Ray.
You see, we lived together for years. Of course, that was before the cops killed him. That was before he passed his soul into that doll there.
There were hints as to what their love affair had been like, but it wasn't until the Chucky series that fans finally found out more about how the two killers first met. In a flashback, Charles flirted with a blonde and redhead, taking both back to his apartment.
Is there something I can do for you? Yeah, maybe there is.
The show then subverted viewer expectations and revealed that the redhead was the bloodthirsty younger Tiffany. After killing a woman together, Tiffany gave Charles his signature nickname, and Charles suggested that Tiffany dye her hair blonde. Number 4. What happened to Glenn and Glenda?
You two are so wrapped up in each other, sometimes you forget other people even exist. Me, for example.
Mom.
Named after Ed Wood's 1953 film Glenn or Glenda, Seed of Chucky's new addition to the Child's Play family added a healthy dose of queerness and camp to the franchise. Their story continued in the Chucky TV show, in which they were shown to have grown into 2 human teenagers who both identified as gender fluid.
You know, I have a queer kid.
You have a kid.
Gender fluid.
Post-body transfer, Tiffany had lied to the pair about their origins, leading them to believe they were really the children of Jennifer Tilly. Unsurprisingly, they were shocked when they finally found out the truth. By the end of season 2, they became one once more in their original doll body, going by Gigi. In this new old form, they decided to travel the world, receiving one of the series' kindest endings.
Have you talked to Gigi?
Yeah, I talk to them every day. They're doing great. Safe from you and Chucky.
Number 3. What was Chucky like before becoming a doll?
Let me tell you the story of my first time. You never forget your first.
Providing the backstory for a horror icon is a tricky task. A Child's Play 2 novelization had established that Chucky murdered his mother, but his past had otherwise been shrouded in mystery. With more time to devote to the character, Chucky became the perfect place to explore the slasher's origins. In flashback, we're shown that Chucky's first kill was, in fact, his mother. But the story didn't play out quite the same. In the series, a man threatened the boy's family, killing his father. Chucky's mother tried to protect her son by hiding, but ended up dying at his hand.
I helped.
You got guts, kid.
Following this reveal, the series continued to provide a window into Charles's early life, notably casting Fiona Dourif as the adult version of the character.
This whole experience has been wild and fun, and also the whole mind of playing my father, or this like iconic character that my father is associated with.
Number 2. Who turned Chucky in?
Tell me something, you sweet face. Did you ever wonder how those cops found you that night in Chicago?
Chucky and Tiffany may be fun to watch on screen, but their dynamic is far from a healthy one. While Curse of Chucky suggested that it may have been Nika's mother Sarah who turned in Charles Lee Ray and set off the events of the first film, Chucky presented an alternate narrative. After an argument, Tiffany revealed that she was the one who called the police all those years ago.
I'd like to speak to Detective Mike Norris, please. I have some information on the Lakeshore Strangler.
She'd felt neglected and took revenge. Looking back on the events of Bride of Chucky, this shouldn't come as too big of a surprise. Chucky has always been shown to be selfish, while Tiffany has always been vindictive.
Oh, Chucky, she's beautiful.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Can anything kill Chucky?
Caroline, look at me. Does anything about me strike you as natural?
Well, maybe not your crow's feet.
Over the past 3 decades, fans of the Child's Play franchise have seen Chucky die countless times, but with the power of Dembella on his side, he has always managed to come back. It's not uncommon for slasher antagonists to constantly evade death, but after so many attempts on the killer doll's life, it's hard to imagine anything truly defeating him.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
That is, until Chucky's 3rd season. In Jennifer's Body, it was revealed that the exorcism performed on Chucky in the show's previous season caused him to fall out of favor with his favorite god.
Mr. Ray, you have been infected with Christian magic. Worse still, the contagion source seems to be Catholicism.
Having finally been abandoned by Dembella, Chucky is now aging rapidly and will die in his current doll body if he doesn't perform a difficult, deadly ritual. What do you hope to see happen or not happen in the second half of Chucky Season 3? Let us know in the comments.
You'd better get on it then, unless you want to see me be executed in 3 weeks' time.
That would literally be the worst thing in the world.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.